and welcome to Crafting by the Falls. My name is Natalie. Thank you for coming and spending your time with me. So as you can see, I have 4 kits here. Last week I started the review, and this review is for FG Normal, and I started with these 2 kits, and they're a balcony series. There is 5 kits to the series, but if you're not aware, when we do PR packages, the company will send to us a request and they will give us a budget. So with the budget that I was given, I was only able to get the 4 kits, but in the description box down below, I'm going to send, I will place the link to the series and you will be able to see the 5th one. So like I say, I did these 2 last week. I'm going to do those 2 this week. I'm also, just so that you're aware, this video might be a little bit longer than normal. So if you want to stick by me, put me on pause, go grab a coffee, come back, and we'll go through this together. The second thing, after I'm done the review, I do have a special request. I'm hoping any of my anybody out there that's watching this may be able to help me out. So I have a special request. And then the third thing that I will be doing after the request is someone has mentioned in a comment last week when I did the review for these 2 about framing them and the margins being narrow. So I'm just going to explain how I would do it, and I have some of my other Joy Sunday cross stitch finished pictures that I have framed. So I will show you what I did with those, and hopefully that can help you out also for framing. Part of the reason why I did this YouTube channel was just that it's great that sometimes we just don't think out of the box. We can only, we only have one thought and just can't figure out how to do it. So I think having the YouTube channel and having other people seeing what you're doing, it gives each other some ideas and it helps one another, right? And that was kind of the purpose of me doing this YouTube channel. Anyways, I'm going to stop chatting. I know some of you are anxious to see this review. And so I'm going to pause and we will start reviewing the 2 other kits. So as always, I got the 2. I'm going to set this one aside and we will start with this one. I have to say, these 2 kits, I am really anxious to see. I like them both. And this one is called Halloween Balcony. I'm going to take it out of the bag so there's no glare. And yeah, we'll check this out. So here's the picture. Really, really cool. So this one is called Halloween Balcony, and it is a 14 count, and it is 20 by 45 centimeters. But I just thought this one was so cool. There's like bats hanging here. We have a little crow. I love this little face in the top of the window. There's a spider web, a black cat. The detail is incredible. The spider web, number 13. We have another bat. And then little spiders hanging here with the black cat. And then the post with the crossbones. And another little black cat sleeping down here. and all these pumpkins. And look at that one. It's like a cat. How cute. So that is the picture. Again, this is going to be a partial. There's going to be no stitching in these white areas. And I'll bring this back up so we can see it. So I know this is going to look really intimidating, but honestly, it's not that bad. So, of course, this half is what is going to be printed on the chart. This half is what's going to be printed on the canvas. So we have 40 full stitch colors, and then we go up to 44 with half stitches. So there's 44 colors in this kit. We have 2 French knots. We have 3/4 stitches. We have 13, lucky 13, just like our number plate there. And we have 4 back stitch. Now, someone has mentioned, oh my goodness, I've never seen so many stitches. As you know, if you've done a Joy Sunday kit, you may have 1 French knot, but they mark it. So that's the same with these 1/4 stitches and French stitches and half stitches. There may not be a lot of them, so don't be afraid. Look at it as a challenge. Now, as far as the 1/4 stitches, I did cheat and I pulled this out just to look at it, but there's just a little bit, 2 little stitches, 1, 2, 3, my apologies, to make up the mouth. And where was the other one? Right here in the pumpkin eye, right there. So there's not lots. And as far as the 1/4 stitches, 3/4 stitches, looking right there. So again, just don't be intimidated by the stitches that are in this. And also, as far as the French knots, there's just the one for the crow's eye and 2 down here for the bat's eye. So it's not that bad. So I'm going to set that aside. We'll take a look at the canvas. Now, there we go. Again, they're 85 stitches wide and 202 stitches high. So again, it's going to be a partial. So any of this white area, we're not going to be stitching. And I'll bring this up closer so you can see. But these are the 3/4 stitches. And same with the spider web. So a lot in here. So there's not a lot of area that is going to be completely full stitches. So I think you could get this done fairly quick. So put that there. Let's check out the colors. So 2 floss cards, and we'll start with number 1. And really nice. Look at the orange and the blue, browns. And then here is the second floss card. A lot of greens. And of course we have our 2 standard needles. So let's roll this up. These are going to be really fun colors to work on. There we go. So I will pause and we will check out the next one. So this is the second kit. Now, I forgot to mention that, I think in the last video, but FG Normal has provided a 5% discount code if you care to order these or order anything else from their website. And the discount code is Natalie5. I will leave it down below in the description box with the link to the store and the link to these kits. So the last one to review, it's, I think, one of my favorites. And it is the Christmas Balcony. And I will take it out of the bag so there is no glare. So I'll set this aside. There we go. It is a 14 count and it is 18 by 45 centimeters. And check it out. Isn't it great? There's like a little squirrel on the balcony and a little bird. And I love the lamp. And then the Christmas tree in the window. And then we go down to another bird, the wrap, the wreath on the door, and even the Christmas tree outside with the presents. And check out the snowman. Isn't that great? I really like these kits. Now, I'm gonna set that aside. Again, don't be scared. Look at it as a challenge. We all need challenges in our lives, right? So let's make this a challenge. So again, don't be intimidated because this side of the page are the symbols that are going to be on your chart. This side is the symbols that are going to be on your canvas. So, pretty amazing looking. We have, you know what, I'll just do this side so then the glare won't be as bad. There's 50 colors altogether. Actually, I'll take that back. 51. So we have 50 full stitches. We have 2 French knots. And again, they're probably just going to be the eyes of the animals. And the 3/4 stitches, we have 13. What is it with 13? It must be our lucky number. We only have 1 half stitch and 3 back stitch colors. So I'm going to set this aside. I have, not too often, Joy Sunday does do the 3/4 stitches. I have had them in some kits. And again, it's just a little bit here and there. It's nothing overwhelming. And basically, when you do your 3/4 stitch, you're doing a little half stitch that goes from the corner to the middle. And then you're just doing 1 line across. And that's it. So it's not that hard. So, so here's the canvas. They're really great. And so this one here, they've doubled up and you got all your symbols up the side. The canvas is serged all around. And, yeah, it's really well charted. I think it does look, you can read it quite well. No problems there. So again, these white areas, we won't be stitching. And in here are our half stitches. So again, there's not a lot of stitching. There is back stitch, but the back stitch, I'll show you. It's going to make your details of the door, the presents, the scarf, you know, so it's fun to do. Just, I have to set my mind to, I think next time I get a canvas, I'm going to backstitch as I get going, and I will show that to you shortly. But we'll start with the first card. I got like a green. That yellow is quite bright. Some nice purples. And then the second card. Oops. Thread got caught behind. There we go. Really nice assortment of colors. We've got some lighter blues. Whoops. There we go. Really nice. And there's our 2 needles. So I'm going to wrap this up so you can see. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Look at that. It's going to be beautiful. So there are the 4 kits. Again, I would like to say thank you so much, FG Normal, for providing these kits to me. I truly appreciate it. If this is your first time watching, I will leave these 2 kits for review that I did last week up in the end box so that you can get to them, and I will leave the link in the description box to get you to FG Normal, to also get you to these kits, and also I will leave you my discount code, which is Natalie5. Once again, if you don't mind, we need to do the YouTubey thing. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button. And for anybody that does follow me, I know I'm not the only one having issues. I've heard some other creators saying the same thing. Just go and check your favorites of who you've subscribed to, because YouTube has been unsubscribing you, and I know my numbers have been bouncing down and up, and so I know it's happening to me now also. So go ahead and make sure that you're still subscribed to me, and I'm gonna end here, but like I said, I have a special request next for anybody that can help me out. And then after I'm done that, I'm going to talk to you about framing. So this is what I need help with. As you know, I did do the review for this, and I ended up buying this kit so that when I went away to Costa Rica, this was going to be my souvenir. So, great news. I'm almost completed it. It's turned out really amazing. And I'm going to place him right here now. So, I have all the stitches in here except for this T. And as you can see, Joy Sunday always gives out plenty of thread. And this is everything that I have left over. I just have to backstitch. But this is my problem, and this is where I'm requesting your help. So as you can see, there's the letter T here. I have covered it up to about here, and I only have one more strand. Where is it? If anybody has any Joy Sunday 3845 and you can spare some extra thread, I would so greatly appreciate it, because what I'm going to do is I'm covering up this T, and then I want to backstitch in here Costa Rica, April 2024. And I think what I'm going to do is I still have plenty of orange and yellow. So I'm thinking of writing Costa Rica in the orange, and then the date maybe in the yellow, so it'll match and be up there. But again, if anybody has, and the reason why I'm requesting Joy Sunday is because of the die lots, and I'm looking for 3845. You would be my lifesaver if you can help me out. And yeah, let me know if you have any to spare. I would truly, truly appreciate it. So we're going to move on to framing now. So in last week's review, when I was showing the canvas for these, someone had some concerns about the margin on the side of the canvas, that it's too narrow, and how do you stretch them to frame them? And that was their concern. So yeah, there isn't a lot if you're going to stretch and frame them, but I'm going to show you kind of what I have done. These three are Joy Sunday kits that I have framed, and the way I have done it is over here I have let me zoom out. Oh, I can't. So let me bring it to you. So these are different size mounting boards that you can use. This one here is as large as a 40.6 centimeter by 50.8. For any of you that like the conversion of inches, it is 16 by 20 inches. And they go, so this one I've bought at Michael's, and then these three, and you can see the different sizes. These three I know I purchased at Hobby Lobby. So the reason why I'm showing the large one also, if worse comes to worse, you can always cut these. So I'm going to set that aside. And so as far as this little guy, I didn't stretch him at all. I just used this little 5x7, and I put them on, and I just opened that up so you can kind of see what I did. And I really didn't stretch them at all. I just kind of placed them. I did kind of screw up here, but you don't really see them once it's in the frame. But I just placed it on here, and you can see that's how much that was left on the canvas of that one. So I'll just pop that in so you can see. And so there wasn't really any stretching involved on this one. Now, the other thing is I also did this one, and I'm not going to take him apart because he's pretty thick, and it was really hard to put them in the frame. But the margins, again, I put them on a bigger self-adhesive board. And I would have been this one, which is an 8x10. So as you can see, it fit. And then what I did was I went to Michael's. And Michael's will do the measurements exactly to the size of the picture. And then I put the border over top of it. So that's a different way of doing that. And I can show you this one. This one too. I did the same thing. This is a Joy Sunday. I used a self-adhesive board, and I got Michael's to personally measure this to do the border. So I'll pop this one out quickly so then you can kind of see how I did that. And this frame I ended up getting at Goodwill, and I got it for a really good price. And I'll show you. This is what originally was in the picture, but I knew it would look great for my Niagara Falls picture. I'm just going to flip this out. And now I kind of cheated on this one. No one knows. It's just sitting there. I ended up putting this on the glass, and I just ended up using double-sided tape, and I measured it on there and put that on. So that is a different way. So you really don't have to stretch your canvas at all. If that is something you're thinking of doing for stretching a canvas, I've not yet done this before, but this I bought at Michael's, but I think you can get it at Hobby Lobby also. This is Foam Core Pro. And when you get your pictures professionally framed, this is basically what they do. They use this foam cord, and you can see that it's like styrofoam. So they will stretch out the canvas and stick it in with these pins. And in a pack of these, there's 800 of them. You can see they're very small, and you can stretch your canvas over and stick these pins in. So, and then you can also, the foam cord does come in bigger sizes, and you can cut it to your preference. It is a lot of work, and that's why I've chosen to stick with more of these easier ways to frame. So I hope that has answered your question. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. So, again, if you enjoyed what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. And for any of you that have stuck to the very end of watching this, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I want to say thank you so much to the people that continue to support me, leave me comments, and give me thumbs up. You don't know how great that is for me. Yeah. So, I thank you. Gonna say take care for now, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.